focus on India. Let me hear some noise. I'm Avanti Sharma, your moderator for this event, as well as the preteen technology specialist at Workshop for Me. In this event, we'll hear some messages from nationwide influencers, such as Her Excellency, the Princess of Luxembourg, as well as CEOs of the most revolutionary startups in the world. Let's start this event off with a message from our very own founder and president, the one and only Madhumalti Sharma.
हेलो एवरीवन, नमस्ते। आप लोग कैसे हैं? नमस्ते from the Sphero 2. Special greetings to our little children who've joined us today. Warm welcome to all the parents and teachers. We are happy to launch our Coding for Kids program globally with a focus on India, especially just after the new education policy has been announced, highlighting the importance of creativity, problem solving, and computational thinking. We are providing a blended learning model in which there will be video tutorials and live sessions with our young coaches. That way, the children can make their own stories, animations, games, apps at a time that is most convenient to them. During the live session, they can share what they have created, learn from their coaches, and have fun with their peers from all over the world. They will be presented challenges during the video tutorials so that they can go beyond and learn even more. Providing an informal, congenial learning atmosphere is key for the grasping capacity of the children. We would also like to move to the hardware aspects, like building on this Flora board, for example, and also robotics, which is the future and has immense potential. We are ready to fly with this over here, and we would like you to join us in this journey.
Wow, what an impressive message, Madhumalti. Next, we're going to go ahead and hear an inspiring word from our very own Vice President, Technology, and co-founder of Workshop for Me, Atreyam Sharma. Let's go flying.
Hello world! The world is changing quickly. Programming is becoming an integral part of global curriculum. It is becoming more common for children to access devices from an early age. We are in a transition stage where the parents who grew up with no smart devices are bringing up a generation which is flooded with them. The key question is, are the parents and education system of today prepared to educate this generation? This is a quantum leap moment. We started our journey in 2013, designing course content, delivering those, and in the process, establishing a new model. We have seen our students skip their extracurricular classes, social events, and even vacation trips to come to our coding classes to spend those precious 90 minutes. We are proud to bring the same model of delivering knowledge to young minds to the whole world, starting from India. And as I say, learning to code is like learning to think. See you there.
Very well said, Atreyam Sharma. Next, we will go ahead and listen to the beautiful message from Her Excellency Princess Tessy, Antony de Nassau. But first, let's learn a little bit about Luxembourg. Here, you can watch this video. drive around. Now, let's hear the message from the Princess of Luxembourg.
Dear children, young adults, ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to be with you here today to deliver the keynote, to launch the global initiative with a focus on India for Workshop for Me. Workshop for Me has already been in Luxembourg since quite a while, which makes me very proud, and I'm just really overwhelmed to see of the great quality and work coming out of Luxembourg, which is spreading all around the world. We're talking about STEM today. We're talking about coding. But let me dive a little bit into STEM and why I think that it is crucial, important, that you all listening to this get into STEM, especially the girls. When we're talking about STEM, right? Science, technology, engineering, and math. We're talking about math is the language of science. Science explains nature. Technology uses a scientific principle and brings it into our lives, as you all know. And of course, we have the engineering part, which is building the technologies that we're using today. Let me bring a little analogy to you then. There's a bus, right? A bus driver. Don't just be the passenger in that bus. What I mean with that is that there is someone who has created these streets, right? We're putting together the scientific path, the math, and the technology. And then came the guy who says, I know something that we can put on these streets. There comes the engineer. Which one will you be? We need all of them. We need many of these to build our streets, create the vehicles we are sitting in, our hospitals, our technologies you're holding, most of you in your hand a lot of times in the day. I'm talking about your phone. And many other things. Of course, the medication you're taking when you're ill, or when your mom or your dad are ill, or anyone, right? All of this is STEM. We need you to invest your time in it. In order to create the future, in order to create the innovation, we need to tackle the issues which are coming. We have the issues of today, but there will be more issues tomorrow, and we need you. Take Corona as an example, right? We have the Corona pandemic, as you all know, and that's why we have also now more courses online and more innovation which is happening online to keep us all connected. But what has it taught us? It has taught us that we need to innovate more into STEM, understand more nature, put our heads together between different countries and geographics to find a vaccination, right? A vaccine. Also with logistics and engineering and the way we transport things, the way we live our lives now. It's all being innovative, kind of like a phoenix coming out of the flames. This is your world you're growing up in. And we, as I said before, need each and every one of you. We need your ideas. We need your innovation. We need your freshness. What you want to bring to our society. What you see that we need. I am really excited to see what these workshops will bring to you and how you will change your society for the better. I believe in you. Have fun. And just keep innovating. We need every single part of it.
Wow, she has said so many great things, and these are all things which all of you guys should please take forth with you and keep thinking about them on a regular day-to-day basis. Next up, you may see someone familiar to you. Let's go ahead. Hey everyone, I'm Avanti. Welcome to the global launch of Workshop for Me with a focus on India. You know, I was introduced to the science of computing around the same age as you guys, 8 to 9 years old, where I actually wrote my code and saw it being done on my screen in front of me. For me, it was absolutely fascinating and mind-boggling, and I really hope that you guys have the same experience. I would also like to thank Her Excellency, Miss Tessy de Nassau, Princess of Luxembourg, for joining us here on this global launch. She's given a really great message. Which one would you like to be? The scientist, the mathematician, the engineer, or make the technology? It's totally up to you. I hope that you enjoy our launch.
Wow, it's been so good to be listening to Avanti and seeing her grow from this little child who coded a ballerina as her first project and now inspiring so many girls all over the world. Here is a little message from one of the girls who attended her all-girls mobile development workshop very recently to celebrate EU Code Week.
This pandemic has been such a fearful and boring time. Even while we are having good online school, yet it isn't as interesting and fun. I love being a techie, so I have learned and I am practicing Microsoft Office, video making, collages, and have been also using different apps for gaining more knowledge and play. However, last weekend I had a super exciting time and amazing learning experience with an introductory session on coding conducted by Workshop for Me. Since then, I have been after my mom to get me enrolled into the whole course, as I thoroughly enjoyed making my own game and at the same time interacting with global classmates. The European teacher was a young girl who taught us every step so fluently and well. I got totally engrossed in her teaching and would love to learn lots more from her. Thank you, Workshop for Me, for coming to India. Now I have so much more fun and learn building my own games, apps, and more.
Thank you so much, Kimaya, for your warm words. In the workshop, you've been very smart and quick in picking up new coding concepts. That's a great thing about you.
Kamal Amaron, the CEO of Farvest. He's been doing a lot of cool stuff involving children, including the hackathon, the game of code. Let's hear his message for all of us today.
Hello everybody. Today there are more than 2.2 billion children on Earth. Across the world, roughly 660 million live in households that are multidimensionally poor, meaning they lack necessities as basic as nutrition or clean water. You are lucky to live in countries where you don't have these worries. That's why you must do everything to use this chance to create a better world. Avanti, Harry, Leo, and all of you, you have the strength within you to be successful and to create this better world. Success essentially comes through the education and encouragement of your parents. So I would like to congratulate them too, because they have made you who you are today. Success will also depend on equity, especially equity between men and women. And no, coding or IT is not just for men. I'm in a good position to know this. No, I'm not a girl, as you see. But every time a female team participates in game of code, they have always been excellent and sometimes superior to certain men. Sorry guys, but it's true. I will end with something. You live in a place or in families that allow you to eat, to drink, to have your passion, your hobbies, to code, etc. Think of those over 660 million children who don't have this chance. Use your parents' encouragement to build the world of tomorrow. I like Steve Jobs' sentence when he said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." And I would like to finish to thank you and say congratulations to Workshop for Me for all the work they've done over the past few years. Thank you so much and see you soon.
Next up, we have the founder and CEO of Women Tech Network.
Hello everyone, my name is Raduloski. I'm co-founder and CEO at Women Tech Network, and I'm super excited to be here with you today. First of all, I want to congratulate Madhumalti and Avanti on doing this big move and expanding to India. After successfully spending 7 years in Luxembourg at Workshop for Me, doing inspirational and educational workshops for children, now you're expanding to India, and this is a great achievement and congratulations. You should be proud of yourself. I want to encourage everyone in the audience to be brave and to make the most of this time that we are living in. It's important to be open-minded and to try new things, to learn coding, programming, to learn a new language. In times like this, we see that more and more things are becoming digitalized and automated. And having a job in tech allows you to work from any part of the world and allows you to access endless possibilities. We see that more and more companies are opening remote positions, so it's been great to have a good work-life balance while doing what you love. So it's a great chance and a good time to try coding, to make some mistakes on the way, but still have fun. I'm wishing you all a great day, and thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
Wow, such an inspiring message. You know, I had a wonderful time speaking at the Women Tech Network in July this year. It was a very inspiring conference, and I met so many other women and ladies online virtually and heard their ideas and passions as well. Next up, we have MARC, the founder of Be Creative. We had an amazing time in Washington and Dubai, attending the first global robotic competition with the Luxembourg national team.
Hi, my name is Mark, and I'm the founder of the makerspace movement in education, Be Creative. For several years now, I've been an active member in the local makerspace, founding several non-profits to bring science and tech to everyone. As a teacher, I see every day that modern tech is playing an important role in our everyday lives. This is the exact reason why we need to make youngsters aware of science and tech, especially using and understanding how tech works. Our future leaders need to know what they will be dealing with so that they can create better solutions for a better tomorrow. But without the support from their home, the young population often reaches a limit very fast. So in my point of view, parents have an essential role when it comes to supporting their young talents, to push their boundaries and encourage their kids to go that extra mile to reach goals. Especially girls should be able to embrace tech because they are often the ones bringing solutions and ideas which no other ever thought of. So yes, women play an important role into our science community and organizations, such as Workshop for Me supports them in that effort. So today is an important milestone for Workshop for Me, and having supported them for a long time now, I am really proud of the stakes they have reached. Pushing talents in youngsters is a hard job, but their results speak for themselves. As such, I want to thank everyone at Workshop for Me for their friendship and collaboration in our multiple projects and wish them luck on their future path.
Next up, we have Dr. Jose Luis Sanchez-Lopez. You know, we went to a workshop with him and we saw his own lab, and he even has his own arena to just fly drones. It was so cool. Around his office, you could see so many different types of drones, huge and tiny. It was really cool. Let's learn more about drones.
Hello, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Jose Luis Sanchez-Lopez. I work at the University of Luxembourg doing research on aerial robotics. I'm sure you have ever seen or you even know one of these flying machines. They are commonly known as drones, but technically they are called multi-rotor aircrafts. Normally, they are remotely piloted by humans, either by using a remote controller or simply a smartphone or tablet. My goal is to transform these flying machines into intelligent autonomous robots so they can move and execute complex missions by themselves without the need for humans. The most challenging part of this ambitious goal is the development of the robot intelligence, that is, the functional brain of the robot. And do you know, guys, how the brain of a robot looks like? Yes, it looks like this. The tangible part of the brain of a robot is a computer, and its intelligence is software, code. In robotics, coding is used to bring machines to life, making them intelligent. Coding is therefore essential in robotics, and by programming them, you can give the robots the capabilities and personality that you imagine. And trust me, robotics is the future. I foresee we will live in a future society full of robots, helping us in our daily tasks, making our life easier, safer, more interesting, more efficient, more human. And I want to call the special attention of the girls. We also need you programming the robots, because we need you to give the feminine touch in their intelligence, to provide them with a balanced personality that implements both sides of human nature. So guys and girls, join the future and learn how to code, learn how to bring machines to life. Take advantage of the large experience of Warsaw for me and enjoy their coding courses.
Now we'll hear from Dr. Soumya Shankar Basu. Soumya and I had the pleasure of being colleagues at IBM for many years. I really appreciate the fact that after such a successful and long career, all in technology within one of the biggest companies in the world, IBM, he decided to go ahead and go back into teaching and give back to society. He is now a senior lecturer of computer science and software engineering at the Sheffield Hallam University in the UK.
Hello everyone. Thanks to Workshop for me to give me an opportunity to talk to you. My name is Dr. Soumya Basu. I am working as a senior lecturer for software engineering and computer science at Sheffield Hallam University, UK. Prior to this, I have more than 2 decades of software development experience in software consultancy and service organizations. As a child, I never used to like the story that was told to me. I never used to like story of prince and princess. But I had to listen that. And as a result, I stopped listening to story at a very early stage. I did not like why adults should decide what story child should listen. And following that principle, lot of good stories could not take their birth. For example, if you know Harry Potter, that has been rejected 12 times by publishers, and 13th time it was accepted by publisher, that too because some kid of the publisher's house read the manuscript and liked the manuscript very much, and on that kid's request the publisher decided to accept it for publishing. So we do not know how many such Harry Potters did not come to us because of this reason. But fortunately today, kids can create what they want to watch, kids can create what they want to play. They can create their animation stories, they can create their games. Platforms like Workshop for Me help them doing that. These not only unleash their potential, not only helps them innovating their things, but also it helps them to acquire the basic computing skill, the basic digital literacy, which is part of life skill today. I would encourage all the kids to take this opportunity to be a digitally literate and learn these life skills. I would also encourage the parents to encourage their children to come and learn digital skills. And finally, I am also a father and I also encourage my daughter to unleash her innovative skill and learn digital skills. Thank you.
Next up, we have Elfie Dantest, an entrepreneur, a parent, and the founder of Lux Kid Labs. Elfie, you've always been so enthusiastic as a parent, empowering your children by giving them devices. That is such a role model.
Hi kids, Are you ready to embark on the journey of coding? If you don't know what it is, a workshop for me will help you to understand the basic concepts in a fun way. Both my girls have been doing coding classes. My youngest one started this year and she said that she loves it because she can design things, she can use her logical thinking, she can improve her logical thinking, she can make games, she can create. She becomes a creator with technology. So this is absolutely amazing if you think that in the future you will be required to know how to program. Because a lot of our jobs will turn into the digital world. It's already happening. Some of the traditional jobs will disappear. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just make sure that you learn the skills that will be required in the future. And the workshop for me has the best teachers. Not only you will have the opportunity to talk peer-to-peer during the sessions, but you will see what others are working on. You will get a lot of ideas. And the most important, your teachers are a teenager and a preteen, amazing kids that love coding, and they can inspire you to love it too. So enjoy the journey and have fun.
Wonderful, Elfie. You've always been a great supporter, a wonderful parent who's always inculcated the joy of learning science and technology within your children. We really appreciate that, and therefore all the other parents should try to imbibe that from you. Next up, we have Daniela Clara Morau. Daniela is an educator and entrepreneur. She also has things to do with languages, and she does languages for like French and German and English, and she teaches all of those. And she would like to talk about the language of technology with you.
Congratulations, Workshop for Me, on your global launch. Congratulations as well for your last 7 years of very successful activities in the field of online education for children from your offices headquartered in Luxembourg. I'd like to encourage you to continue with the same enthusiasm and passion to offer coding classes for children. They are so important for so many reasons, but I'd just like to mention one, and it's basically that teaching the basics of coding to children is not just about learning how to type some lines of codes. It's more about learning how to think in a logical and also in a creative way. It teaches children to see how engineers are using creativity and logic thinking, strategic thinking to solve problems. It teaches children to look at a larger problem and break it down into smaller pieces in order to solve it in an effective manner. It teaches children also to be resilient, because the first solution is not always the best one, so they have to try and try and try until they find the right solution. So parents, be aware of the advantages of sending your children to coding courses. Congratulations, Workshop for Me, and I wish you continuous success.
Next up, we have Annica Torneryd, a motivational coach and speaker. Annica, I remember when I first met you. You invited me and my family to the leadership game, and to my surprise, I actually won. But I really remember you, and I hold you close to my career path, because before I met you, I was going to go to the Scratch Budapest conference in Hungary, and that was the start of everything. Thank you for your motivational advice to me.
Hello there, my name is Annica Torneryd. I'm originally Swedish, but I live in Luxembourg. I'm a coach, speaker, and trainer, and I work primarily with confidence, communication, and peak performance. So as an independent business owner today in this shifting society, it is very important to have a lot of skills like confidence, communication, great attitude, commitment, a lot of things. I like to say that courage is also very important. And then on a daily basis in my work, so I work with my website, I have a podcast, I'm relaunching my online coaching program, and so I have to do a lot of techie things. And if there's one thing I miss, one skill that I wish I could just go and I could have it, it's to be able to code, to be able to go onto my website and fix the things or set up the things, sort my newsletter or update that new thing, change the button so that people can actually buy my product. If I could go back in time and just have one skill, I wish I had coding. I really do. I encourage my children to learn as much as possible. Anything and everything we do in our life today, almost everything, is online. So the more you know in the tech world, the better set up you are for success, for a comfortable life, and to be able to enjoy it as much as possible. So from the bottom of my heart, I encourage you to not only work on yourself, which is the most important thing. The biggest asset you have is you. Your confidence, your courage, your commitment, all of that. And if you want a hardcore skill that will help you so much, it is coding. I say go for it. Good luck.
Very motivational speech, which will help all of us. And yes, the most important asset to you is yourself. And you should always try and work on your confidence, your motivation. Anything which has to do with inside yourself is going to be one of the greatest assets in your life, as you had said. Next up, we have Rafik Sheikh, a parent engineer. His child also attends our coding sessions. Let's hear from him.
Hi, my name is Rafik. I'm an engineer by profession and I'm here to talk to you about coding. If you look around, there are computers everywhere, no matter where you live, what is your age. In one form or other, we use them every day. And there will be more as we go into future. Hence, it is very important for all of us to understand how computers function, speak their language, and utilize them as tools. If I would like to summarize 3 key things why you should learn coding, it helps kids to learn to problem solve and think. Computer programming is the future and offers kids valuable skills. And last but not least, it is fun. Learn how to have fun with math. Not just consume, but create cool stuff like stories, animations, video games. You can just think of endless possibilities. And before I close my message, I would like to thank Workshop for me. They have been doing a great job teaching kids how to code. Thank you.
Next up, we have Nadege Ravoux, the co-founder of Sucolibri, and also another parent whose child used to attend the Workshop for Me sessions.
Hello, my name is Nadege. I am Constantine's mother. Constantine attended the coding courses from Workshop for Me ASBL during a few years. He really liked the coding lessons. I think what he enjoyed is understanding the language that is behind software, that is behind different design. Also because during the lesson he could also understand how internet is built or how different technologies are used in our daily life. So for him it was also very interested beyond coding to learn this. He developed his logic, his concentration, and because the sessions were in English and because he's a French speaking, he also developed his English, and he really learned by playing. So for him it was really like a fun moment to spend with new friends. Alors, et toi, Constantin, qu'est-ce que tu dirais que tu as appris pendant les leçons de coding de Workshop for Me?
Alors, comme on l'a déjà dit, oui, j'ai beaucoup aimé apprendre les bases du coding via, par exemple, Scratch. J'ai aussi beaucoup aimé quand on faisait des choses un peu à part, des choses souvent qu'on a dans la vie quotidienne, comme par exemple un peu apprendre les sites internet et oui, l'Internet en soi. On a fait du coding avec différents appareils, même des robots. C'était souvent différent et c'est des choses aussi qu'on pouvait faire nous-mêmes et ça nous servait aussi pour développer ma concentration et pour moi qui suis francophone, mon anglais.
Super. Merci. Thank you.
Justin is a wonderful animation created by our good friend and geek whiz Henry Ahula, who has participated in so many hackathons and competitions with Leo. Thank you, Henry, for this wonderful code which you have written and wishing us a brighter future. If you're wondering what he's made it in, he told me he's made it in Processing 3. Maybe you'll have a session with him to learn more about it.